Hello, it is Tully Astromancer here, and I have come to you today to talk about, wait for it, the karmic planets. What are the karmic planets? Maybe you know, maybe you don't know. If you don't know, please let me elaborate. So the karmic planets are Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter is the karmic benefic or good karma planet, and Saturn is the karmic malefic or bad karma planet. Jupiter is very expansive, generous, gregarious, deals with spiritual enlightenment. The symbol for Jupiter is the crescent of the soul rising above the cross of matter. Saturn is the karmic malefic. Its very nature is heavy and constricting. Saturn rules fear and control in a way, needing of security. Saturn is constricting and condensing. Yeah. So when you mix chakras with astrology, it gets pretty interesting. So you have, for example, the heart chakra being the center, right? Where we must always, the mind, Mercury will always, well, not always, but will likely play tricks, right? The mind is tricky. The mind, the heart will never lie. The heart just knows, right? So stay in your heart and you will know, right? So from the heart down, we have the chakras, which control our lower nature, right? The basic chakra is dynamic activity, survival. It's very a primitive kind of self-preservation chakra, right? And then you have your sex chakra, which is also in the lower nature of sexuality, very primal. And then you have the solar plexus is another one, and that's kind of lower emotions such as anger and despair and all those. And then you have above the heart, so below the heart is very Saturn in nature, earth. Whereas above your heart, the chakras are all more in alignment with your higher nature, right? Up here we have enlightenment, we have wisdom, we have clarity, we have the ability to communicate. Your heart, your higher heart, you have compassion, great compassion ability, right? Clairvoyance, right? Clairsentience, and wisdom, enlightenment, right? So those are all very Jupiter in nature, right? So something I've been working with a lot lately within myself is staying in the heart, right? So allowing at least the divine energies to come at least to my heart, right? Because sometimes the fear can be very dense, right? And so it takes more conscious effort to bring and break that down with divine energy, right? So just allowing the divine energy to flow right through you down to your toes and into the earth and be well rooted, right? And allowing the flow of Jupiter values of faith and trust and grace and mercy to flow down into the earth. And that's a form of earth service, right? Anchoring your higher soul into your incarnated soul, into your body, allowing this to manifest the divine plan of love and peace on earth. It is possible. Utopia is not just an ideal. It's an existence that's occurring simultaneously around us. We just need to tune into it. And we have that ability. Just stay in your heart, right? So the earth, the lower natures will naturally, because our ego's down there too in the lower nature, right? Below our heart. And please, I encourage you, don't buy into ego death well, at least don't buy into the destruction and the killing of your ego, because the ego is a necessary tool, right? It's in astrology, the sun. It is your individuality, right? It is your personality, right? We are the soul, we are the personality, we are the Mercury, we are the Mars, we are the Pluto. We are all of them simultaneously, right? So the sun, the ego, is actually just one small part of astrology. But for the personality in the human experiential world, the ego can be not so fun to deal with, right? So, I try to view my ego now as just like, right? It's like here, like I am not underneath it, crushed by it, and destroying my world around me with whatever, right? I am observing it. And it's important every now and then to stroke your ego, right? Otherwise it may throw a temper tantrum, and you do not want that. And nobody around you wants that, trust me. So it's okay now and then to stroke your ego and just say, you know what? I did a good job. Or, you know what? I'm looking good today, right? Whatever. Just be kind to yourself, for goodness sakes. And, yeah, so bringing the higher nature down, right, to transmute the lower nature. It's very Scorpio, transformation, transmutation. And currently the sun is in Scorpio as I speak, as I tell this story, as I share this. And so, again, the levels of development of the Scorpio personality is the Scorpion, which stings wildly from blind emotion. Many of you may know Scorpios like that. Many of you may be Scorpios like that. So the next evolutionary stage, once the soul recognizes the futility of this and the horrific karmic repercussions of this, then the Scorpio personality transforms, enlightens into the eagle. And the eagle soars high above the lower nature. The eagle knows transformation. The eagle rides the wild and rapid like currents of the astral world, the emotional body. And then once the eagle transforms enough and flies high enough, it bursts into flames and is reborn as the phoenix. And the phoenix personality of the Scorpio is endlessly purifying, endlessly transmuting, endlessly refining and perfecting and tweaking the incarnated soul and personality to be a divine expression of their soul, whatever that may be, right? So, yes, astrology is an amazing tool, and I'm more than willing to help you. Please visit my website, www.quintileastromancy.com. You can see me on Instagram, Tully Astromancer. I'm on YouTube, Tully Astromancer, I believe, or Quintile Astromancy on YouTube. And Facebook, I have a group called Quintile Astromancy. So many blessings to your journeys.